Back with another album review. Today's review is on Down on the Upside from Soundgarden. This is the fifth studio album from Soundgarden, the last studio album they made before they initially disbanded in '97. Started working on this album after their world tour promoting their previous album, Super Unknown. This album was produced by Adam Kasper, who is a music producer who has also worked with several other bands such as Foo Fighters, Aerosmith, Nirvana, Pearl Jam, and R.E.M., to name a few. This album was recorded at Studio Litho and Bad Animal Studio in Seattle between November of '95 and February of '96, and it was released on May 21st, '96, under A&M Records. I read that a lot of people have pointed out that this album sounded less heavy but also darker than Soundgarden's previous material. The band were also experimenting with different sounds during the recording process. This album actually debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200, selling 200,000 copies in the first week. Later went off to sell 1.6 million copies in the US and was certified platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America. Some people pointed out that this album has more of an emphasis on vocals and melody over heavy guitar riffs that were featured on Soundgarden's previous work. This album was also met with positive reviews from critics, and rightfully so. To promote this album, Soundgarden went on the '96 Lollapalooza tour with Metallica. Now to discuss the songs. This album starts with Pretty Noose, which pretty much sets the tone for what we're in for. It's the first song to get released as a single. The single was released back in March of '96, just 2 months before the album was released. And I read that Chris Cornell said the song is about, quote, an attractively packaged bad idea, something that seems great at first, but then comes back to bite you. The song got a music video directed by Frank Kozak, who has also worked with Red Hot Chili Peppers, Pearl Jam, Stone Temple Pilots, Nirvana, Butthole Surfers, and Melvins, among others. The video also features animations with the band in a bar, as well as a stripper, Matt Cameron on a motorcycle, Ben Shepherd being arrested, and Chris Cornell in a bedroom. I heard that the original version shows Chris murdering a woman, which is why MTV banned the original version. Instead, they showed a censored version. Frank Kozak even called out MTV for refusing to show the original version. I think this is a really good song, but listening to it now gives us an eerie reminder of something that happened a couple of years ago that I don't want to get into right now. Rhinosaur is the next song. The song got released as a single in April of '97. There is no whole lot to say about this song, but I do enjoy it. Zero Chance is another song I find to be memorable. Ty Cobb is an interesting song, since this one shows the band touching upon punk rock. It later got released as a single in April of '97. I read online that Kim Thale said that, quote, sounds like it may fall apart at any second but remains intact. As an element that a lot of rock bands neglected, but punk rock has always had that element of barely being able to hold on to the steering wheel. He does make a good point right there. The next song is Blow Up the Outside World. The song was later released as a single on November 18th of '96. We're online that Chris Cornell wrote this song when he was in Toronto, and he said that he was a little fucked up when he wrote the song. There's also a music video directed by Gerald Cassale, bassist for Devo. It features Chris tied to a chair and being forced to watch a film parodying the montage from the film The Parallax View from 1974, while being observed by a team of scientists, and the scientists make him watch it Clockwork Orange style. I'll link the video in the description. Not only is this the best song in the album, but it's also one of my all-time favorite Soundgarden songs. The next song is Burden in My Hand. The song later got released as a single on September 18th, '96. The song actually has a very dark tone to it because the lyrics are about a guy who murders a woman, that he is in a relationship and leaves her in the desert, without regretting his decision. Soundgarden actually performed this song live on SNL back in May of '96 in order to support the release of this album. Of all the songs on this album, this is the one that I've heard the most, because my dad plays it on his radio show all the time. So I think this is a great song despite the dark backstory behind it. Never Named, Never the Machine Forever, and Tighter and Tighter are all memorable songs, though I don't have much to say about them. No Intention is a really good song, and it's mostly fast-paced before going into a breakdown mode near the end. And Unkind is a pretty short song on this album at only 2 minutes and 59 seconds long, and I like the fast pace to it. I need to mention is that the Australian tour version of this album has some bonus tracks: Jerry Garcia's Finger, Karaoke, Bleed Together, the original demo of Birth Ritual, the video version of Fell on Black Days, and the movie remix of Dusty. As you can see, those songs are not on this version of the album. Overall, I really enjoy this album. Listening to it gives me the feeling that this was a great album for Soundgarden to go out with. They disbanded the first time in April of '97 due to tensions between the different members of the band. Meanwhile, Chris Cornell went off to do some solo work, but I'll get to that next time. I highly recommend buying this album and giving it a listen. That's all I have to say on this album. If you like the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified of future uploads. Leave a comment if you like. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back on Saturday with another review.